I will record it. Okay, so next is that the RBI purchases long-term bond. The demand will increase for the bond and yield of this will reduce. So if the RBI purchases long-term bond, the demand will increase for the bond and the yield of this will reduce. The yield rate reduces, the long-term interest rate will also reduce, and people will take loan from long-term projects. That is what is the consequence of Operation Twist. Now going to the next term. Economies of scale that we have already discussed. Okay, going to the next. Loss leader. Okay, what is the loss leader that we'll see here? This refers to the common pricing strategy that is used by business wherein certain products are sold at minimal profit or even at a price that is well below their cost price in order to boost the sale of other products that are more profitable. This called as loss leader items. Example, in a supermarket, some food grain products are kept at very low prices for attracting customers. So what happens? People will go to supermarket to buy food grain, but they will also buy the other products. So there are certain products in the D mart or supermarkets which are the leader, actually loss leaders, that at their particular loss, they give the profit from the other particular products. So MSME Sampark job portal created aimed at making a platform for job seeking persons and employees meeting the place. Then that is what is mentioned here. So low placement at markets, employees are unhappy with their skilled levels. So MSME Sampark, you need to know it is actually a job portal which is created to make the give the job jobs to the people in the market. The next is Basal Guidelines. Two institutions are located at Basal, or I can say Basal Guidelines. So Basal Committee on Banking Supervision, it is a forum where central bankers of member countries will participate and come out with guidelines which will help in maintaining the financial health of the banking sector. India has implemented Basel 1 and 2 and in process of implementation of Basel 3 guidelines. Under Basel 3 guidelines, capital conservation buffer is mandated, that we have already discussed. Going to the next page. Index of industrial production that we have already seen, which is an index of the production of the industries in India. So IIP measures volume changes in three areas: manufacturing, mining, and electricity. So you need to know, question can be asked in the prelims exam, that which among the following changes are taken into consideration while deciding the index of industrial production. So manufacturing, mining, and electricity. And here we can see that maximum weightage is given to manufacturing, that is 77%, and 14% weightage is given to mining, and electricity product weightage is given 8%. So on this basis, how much, or you can say, industrial production is increasing or decreasing, that is what decided. That is what is called as the IIP. Okay. Now going to the next, it is published by monthly by CSO and NSO. That's Central Statistical Organization, National Statistical Organization, which has been created now. CSO and NSO merged, and now we have NSO. Earlier it was called as CSO, now it is called as NSO. Base year is 2011 and 12. So the prices are calculated with the base year of 2011-12. IIP basically states the growth of the manufacturing sector and ultimately projects the GDP growth. Recently, IIP has reduced due to reducing demand for the electricity by automobile industries, consumption of electricity industries, as well as delayed retrieval of the monsoon, lead to contraction of real estate activities. So this has led to less IIP. Again, here it is mentioned investment and saving. Question can be asked about it. So investment by household and saving in Indian economy. So household is the majority, that is total investment, that is 70% investment is household investment. Government is very low, and companies is very zero. So growth is equal to saving rate divided by the capital output ratio. Do you remember last year the question has been asked like, so these notes have been created by a student who has studied the previous year questions properly and as per that she is making the notes. She makes her own notes regularly. Last year she has given this exam and she has qualified the exam with just 6 months preparation, and she got 14 questions correct out of the 15 questions from the economy. So that you need to, what you can say, understand. Fine. So last year the question has been asked about the capital output ratio. So growth is equal to saving rate divided by the capital output ratio. India was incremental output ratio for current saving calculation. So that you need to remember. Majority of the capital investment comes from the household sector. That you need to know. Household means government do not invest maximum. Maximum invest is from the household. That is 70% is from the household investment. Fine. Any doubts? Check it. Going to the next page. Voluntary refraction route. Here it is mentioned what includes foreign exchange. Foreign exchange includes foreign currencies, gold with RBI and SDR. Now, can anybody tell me why the gold with RBI can be considered as a foreign exchange reserve? Yes, can anybody explain me why gold can also be considered as a foreign exchange reserve? That in foreign exchange reserve we have foreign currency along with SDR. What is SDR? We know SDR is issued by the IMF. But why along with SDR and foreign exchange? Because these two are currencies. Like although SDR is an artificial currency, foreign currencies are issued by the central bank of the various countries. Then why gold is also considered as a foreign exchange reserve? Any idea? Yes, Chandrasekhar. Why gold is considered as a foreign exchange reserve? Because gold can also be used as a, what you can say, the commodity at the international market. Because gold is not issued by any one country, so you can use gold as a foreign exchange currency, same like foreign exchange currency, because gold is a metal and gold is not issued by any one particular country. So that is why gold with RBI is also, what you can say, calculated under the foreign exchange reserve. Anyways, going to the next point, that is voluntary refraction route. To reduce the volatility created by the FPI in stock market, RBI has introduced this scheme. So why it is introduced? Because we know that many times UPSC has asked the questions related to the FPI. Last time we have seen that there is something called participatory notes. So here, voluntary refraction route. According to this, restriction created by debt market and corporate market for investor will be relaxed by RBI. For this, whatever money FPI brings in India, certain part of it should be locked in India for 3 years. So as per the government, what you can see, the rule, whatever the FPI is coming to India, it has to be locked in India. Minimum lock-in period is called 3 years. Recently, RBI has doubled the VRR limit to 1.5 lakh crore. So as per the VRR, what you can say, that 1.5 lakh crore, they have to, what you can say, keep it in this, what you can say, the Indian market. That is what is mentioned here. So you need to remember here that this initiative is started by the RBI to reduce the volatility created by the FPI. And we have seen that which one is more stable investment, FDI is more stable investment, or the FPI is more stable investment? Which one is more?
FDI.
FDI is more, right? So FPI is more volatile. Volatile means what? Volatile means it can come easily and it can go easily. So to reduce this volatility in the FPI market, the Reserve Bank of India has introduced this scheme called as voluntary refraction route. And through this route, the FPI investment cannot be, what you can say, go back before 3 years. That is what is mentioned. So the total locked-in period is 3 years. The next is fully accessible route. RBI wants to attract the investment in debt market, especially into the government securities, through this particular route, that is the voluntary refraction route. Clear? So why am I discussing this? Because all these types of new terms, whether it is in the financial market, whether it is in the debt market, whether it is in the stock market, banking sector, or taxation related, such type of questions have been asked in the current affairs. Baki ka pucha nahi jata, because we have seen that many class notes give a lot of things. but in prelims they don't ask such question, because we have gone through the 2017, 18, 19 questions, and we have seen that maximum questions from the current affairs, from the economy, are from this particular sector itself, for these particular areas. So there are various committees here mentioned: PJNI committee, Rachket More committee, Narasimhan committee, and NK Singh committee. So I don't think question can be asked which committee is related to what, but you just need to know about it here. So you can read it by yourself and you can understand what is this. So Nachiket More committee is for financial inclusion. PJNI committee is reducing the interference of the government of India in the public sector banks. The Narasimhan committee has given two sets of recommendation for banking. One is in 1991, another is 1998. Then NK Singh committee was a committee created to, what you can say, decide the fiscal deficit target by 2023. Okay, so financial year is changed now. So we just read it out what it is, the financial year.
So the NK Singh is same, which is heading the 15 Finance Commission.
Which issue?
NK Singh is the same person.
The NK Singh is the committee we can say established to decide about the fiscal deficit targets as per the FRBM Act. Do you know in FRBM Act there are certain targets given to the government that what should be the fiscal deficit compared to the GDP of the country. So
yes, sir,
it is going to review it again, because we know that government has not been able to achieve the target as per the FRBM Act 2009. So FRBM Review Committee. Yes, you are talking about review committee, right? FRBM Review Committee, which we have discussed in the question paper. Right, Chandrasekhar? Right, Bhagisha?
Yes, sir. I was asking, is the NK Singh, he is the same person who is heading 15 Finance Commission? This I was asking.
Which committee?
Finance Commission, sir. Recent Finance Commission.
No, I think that is headed by DK Sinha, not NK Singh. I don't know. Just check it out. Maybe possibility हो सकता है. I don't remember. ठीक है?
Okay.
Okay, shall we stop here? Tomorrow is Sunday, but in spite of being Sunday, tomorrow we will take one more such session. We will discuss about it, and I will also give some of the list of the topics again for you to read. And probably on Monday or Tuesday we will have a test. Now, what do you suggest? Like, you want to give the test after finishing the whole revision once again, and or you want me to take it on Monday itself? Because I guess many people have not finished the revision of the whole economy, because you have to revise basic as well as current. So what do you suggest? Shall we conduct it on Monday, or you want to postpone it for 1 or 2 days? What is your suggestion? Yes, Bhagisha, what do you think? Gitanjali, Yasmin, please respond. Monday is fine. Monday is fine. Okay, Bhagisha, Monday is fine with you? You can message me if you are not able to speak. You can message me. Monday is fine. ठीक है. चलिए. Rupali and Sonali.
Monday, sir.
ठीक है. Sonali, am I audible to you? ठीक है. We'll have a test on economy. So the test will consist of both basic as well as current, and questions will be framed as per the recent trends of 2017, 18, 19 exam. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Chale. Thank you.
Okay, sir.